Hey, what's up, guys? Um, Today is Wednesday, August 4th, and 2021. And in my previous video, 5 businesses you should start now. I'll put the link underneath. You can watch that first if you didn't see it already. But in that video, I talked about 4 businesses that you could start that day. And the 5th business, which was cryptocurrency related, I couldn't talk about it until I got permission to talk about it from the creator and owner of the company. Well, I got permission. So today I'm going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it from another perspective. But you guys know I'm a marketer, so if I'm talking about it, I'm probably selling it too. Okay, I'll just give it 100, right? Nothing wrong with sales. Nothing happens in this world without sales. But with that said, let me be very clear. I'm training right now to do nothing. Do you know how hard it is to do nothing? I don't care how lazy you are. I don't care how unmotivated you are. It's hard to do absolutely nothing. Sit at home, do nothing all day, all night. Now, luckily for me, I have a family, right? But what I'm doing right now, and I told you in that previous video, there are 5 businesses that you do a little bit of work up front, a little bit. And when I say work, I'm not talking about the kind of work my dad used to do. I'm talking about the kind of work we do now. A little bit of stuff on a computer, right? On a laptop, on a phone, right? And once you set it up, then you just do nothing. Okay. Now, this 5th business is going to be the hardest one for me to do. Because in this business, once I know how to do it and set it up, I literally do nothing. Now, you might say, well, gee, that's what you say you do anyway. Yeah, but here's the hard part. The other 4 businesses, once you set it up, set it in motion, and you do nothing on those, there's really nothing for you to do. There's nothing you can do but sit back and get paid. However, with this cryptocurrency business, okay, let me give you an example. Right here, I'm going to show you a clip from a few years ago with a business software that my business partner and mentor, and he's an idiot savant, created, called the Equalizer 365. And it was a sports betting and horse racing software that literally made it where you could not lose money. If you use it like it's supposed to be used, you cannot lose money. Now, you're going to lose races, but you're never going to lose money if you follow it. Well, the hard part is following it. I'm going to show you right now one race where I made a lot of money, but I could have thrown all that money away that next race by gambling. And gambling is when you go away from the rules. Watch now for just a couple of minutes, and you'll see what that software does. And then when I come back, I'm going to give you a concept as to what I'm talking about with cryptocurrency. Stick around. Good afternoon, sports fans. It is Sunday, the 14th of October, 2017, and I've been doing a little racing today just to test out my system, just to make sure I'm all the way in, doing what I'm supposed to do, and I forgot to record the day. So That's okay. But I will be sending daily recordings out. Well, actually, I'll do weekly recordings for the group. And I'm going to do daily recordings with the my horse, by the way, that I have for the 9th race was Richie's Rich. It was going off at the beginning of the race at 4-1. So I had to put $1,528 as a bet for 4-1 odds, but it ended up at 5-1, which pays more money. So let me just show you the race.
And they're off. Catching a gear immediately is El Potro. Speeding things up is W. Giles. And W. Giles takes the express right to the lead. So W. Giles stands himself. Headlong to the 8th pole. Hanging on is W. Giles to a length and a half. Now altering course to the outside is Richie's Rich in second.
Now look at my horse take
five
off.
Back to Garib and police escort. And all of a sudden, W. Giles is in trouble. Richie's Rich on the outside. Got it.
Bam.
In the shadow of the wire. Knocking off W. Giles in
so,
a photo.
After a whole day of races where I was losing, basically intentionally losing because I wanted to make sure that I had enough money spent out to feel the pain. Well, not really feel the pain. That's not true. Well, basically enough money out so that I would know, show you guys, if you will, how this works and why I don't have any fear when I bet. All right. Because I betted at 4-1, I actually bet more money than I needed to, but I couldn't help it because at 0 minutes to post, it was showing 4-1, and then it moved to 5-1 after the race started. So I bet $1,528, and at 4-1, it pays $7,640, right? Well, the net profit on that would have been $3,056. It paid $1,240 instead of paying $10. So pay a whole $2.40 more per $2 bet. I bet $1,528. Okay, so $1,528 divided by 2, because each bet is $2. $1,528 divided by 2 is 764 bets. Times $1,240 equals $9,473 minus all of the money that I had used up until that point, which was $3,056, comes to a grand total of $6,417 that I made on one 3-minute race. As you can see there, I netted, not gross, but in that one race, I netted over $6,000. And that race took 3 minutes, right? Now, did I win that big every time? No, absolutely not. But here's the part about that particular business model that forced me to have to stop doing it, because it literally was so stressful. Because one, every morning, 5 days a week, that's when I did it. Every morning I had to get up and I had to find the races that I was going to do and make the picks. I learned how to do picks, right? So I had to find the picks, create the package of picks I wanted to use for that day. And then when the race started, which is usually like 3 or 4 hours later, I had to sit through every race, 9 races. So I would take about 4 hours a day on just the racing. And I had to make sure I got my race pick on the card, put the money in that I was supposed to use based on the equalizer, wait for the, and they're off, right? And then wait for it to be over and then see what I won or lost. Now, whether I won or lost the race, I never lost money, but sometimes I lost races. But in horse racing, all you gotta do is win 55 to 60% of the time, and you'll always make money. Always. No, wrong. You can lose up to 60% of the time and make money because you never lose money. You lose races, but you don't lose money. But the reason why you can lose money though is if you bet like you're gambling, which means it was left up to my brain to do it. It was left up to my finger speed to get my horse in a race before they shut down the betting. And if the odds of the horse went up or went down after I made the bet, I would have to either quickly go in and change my bet, or you get what I'm saying. It was a lot of human interaction and a lot of time spent every day. Not to mention, it was okay when I was doing it just for me, but when I was doing it for others and people had $20,000, $30,000 deals in play, right? It was just harder to function because you were worried about losing other people's money. But now remember that video you saw, remember that software and what it did. What if that same process was automated? In other words, all I would have to do is put my money in my betting account, right? Connect the betting account, the online gambling site, the online horse racing site, connect that to the software, and then the software is connected to an AI robot that does all of the pieces for me. So the robot tells itself how much to bet, and then the robot sends that bet number to the software, to the website, and then the website triggers the bet, and it's done all at the very specific time that the horse race is about to go off. And I didn't have to look at it. I didn't have to watch the races. If I wanted to watch the races, I could watch them. But 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't, because I'd be tempted to go in and manually change some shit. All right. But what if you could do all of that and do nothing? Well, that is the system that I'm doing right now. Now, I'm training. I just started my training yesterday. And once I started my training, they allowed me to tell you about it, because you can't tell everybody about this. So it's a very limited group of people that are going to have this information. I know that sounds like a sales pitch, but it's the truth. This program is limited. So if you're interested, click the link below and get on my list. Because when I do the webinar, which is going to be probably early next week, right? You should be there and be ready to ask all the questions you want. All right. Now, with that said, click the link below, get on the list. Don't screw around, because I can tell you now with a certainty, 95% of all the so-called crypto gurus who go on your page, who a year ago weren't even trading crypto, right? Now they're gurus and trying to get you to trade with them. 95% of them are just gambling. And they get lucky a few times and they think they're a guru. So next thing you know, you're with them and you're connected to some MLM for either Forex, binary options, or crypto. Doesn't matter. And you're in that MLM with them, and all they used you for was a way for them to collect more money to use to gamble with. And what do you get out of it? Nothing. Because until you grow a big team like they have, which you're not going to do because you're not a marketer, you're just somebody that drives a truck, or a woman who works at whatever, who's trying to enhance their life, and they'll never get there because that program that they spent that money on is not a program that can make them money by just using it. It's a program that only makes them money by selling it. So, yeah, I know I'm gonna get some pushback. I don't care. I just tell the truth. You don't like it, don't do it, right? Stop screwing people. If you don't like that, then stop screwing people. You don't like what I said, but it's the truth. So be on this webinar. Click the link below and be there. Sign up, put your name and email, and I'll get back to you, let you know exactly what you need to do. Okay? Okay? Cool. So with that said, I'm out of here. You guys have a good day. Next time you see me, it'll be after you sign up, and it'll be me right now because I'm gonna make that piece of video right now. Okay, that's how it works. I'm just pulling the curtain back. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute, and I'll talk to you soon. And as always, in parting, peace.